Welcome back to Against the Call. This is episode 11, and I'm your host, Nick. I'm going to be joined by my co hosts, Michael and John. And today we have a special guest, my roommate and good friend, Jake Miller. So today we're going to be going over a little bit of the pregame and introducing Jake. We're going to be talking about the future of the Rays, around the league, MLB. Who's running it is a new segment that we have. We're going to be talking about what team is running the league in the MLB. We're going to have the countdown of the most hated teams in the MLB. We're going to have a little thing we like to call in the air. Should athletes who use steroids be banned from the league and the Hall of Fame, different things like that? We're going to be talking about the NFL head coaching vacancies, our thoughts on Russell Wilson this past year. Against the Calls Mount Rushmore, our top four teams who lost the Super Bowl. Around the NBA, NBA games of the week, draft day with our best rap albums of all time, and the post game. So, welcome back to another episode, guys. This is Jake Miller.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, he is a big Tampa guy. He's a great fella. So, just tell us about yourself.
Nick said it. I root for all Tampa Bay teams, and my basketball team is the Atlanta Hawks. So Tampa Bay doesn't have a team, and your Magic sucks, so can't really root for them. No Nick for about a year, no Mike for about a year. It's just a pleasure to be on.
Yeah, thank you, man. So, we just want to say once again, use our promo code against the call at www.w.gg. Thank you guys so much for that. And anyways, let's just jump right into it. The future of the Rays. So, you guys know I'm not the biggest baseball guy, but when it comes to baseball, I like the Rays and the Cardinals. And John, he's a big Rays fan. Jake's a big Rays fan. So
Michael's also a huge Rays fan as well. So
That's what I heard.
You're so
I've seen the pictures of it, and
yeah, me too. Me too.
said that he
So,
I
doesn't.
even dressed myself when I was 3 years old. Okay.
pictures don't lie, Mike. Pictures
You
do
didn't
not
dress
lie.
yourself when you were 3 years old? What the heck? I was dressing myself at like 1 years old, bro.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
He's just trying to deny the fact that he's a Rays fan.
True.
Oh, Michael, do you have any questions prepared for Jake about the future of the Rays?
Yeah, I do. So, what I already asked John this, but what seed do you think they're going to be next year in the division? Like, what do you
I
think they're going
think
to end up?
I think the Rays are going to end up two behind the Yankees. I don't see us, winning more than 91, 92 games. I see us being better than the Blue Jays, but worse than the Yankees. Just kind of that sweet spot. Wild card team.
Better than the Blue Jays. Interesting.
Yeah, I could ride with that.
Really?
Yeah, I could ride with that.
John, where did you have them at?
What, in the AL or East?
In the East.
Oh, I had the Yankees on top of the
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had
thing.
Rays at 2.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Boston last, so
Boston last.
yeah.
Okay.
I put Baltimore over
You were literally
over
saying
Boston.
how you can see the Red Sox and Rays being at each other all
Yeah,
year.
for sure they will.
But now you're
Because
saying,
they always are. It's always a good battle
but
whenever
now you're
we
saying they're
play
gonna
'em.
be last and the Rays are gonna be second. So how
Yeah.
are they?
It's still gonna be a good battle no matter what. Like, I just gotta say they're gonna be last.
Okay, well we'll see how it goes.
Michael, didn't you have
Alright.
the Red Sox at like 3 in the East?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have them at 3.
Who's
Red Sox could be a
Oh.
potential 100 lose
Bro,
team.
what? No, they are not.
No, I don't see that. I
They're
mean,
not
I
gonna be
do
a
not see
100
that.
loss team.
No,
They're
they're
Come back to
definitely
this. Come back to this.
above the Rays and the Orioles.
Sox are gonna sock.
Sox are
We'll
gonna
clip that.
suck.
We'll clip
Yeah.
that. We'll clip that. Do you, another question I have is: do you see the Rays winning a World Series in the next 5 years?
It just kind of depends on how our minor leaguers come up because we have the pitching, we have Franco, we have Rosarena, but we need like one or two more bats because our pitching can like take us throughout the playoffs, but we won't like overcome that hump without a big bat. So it just depends on how guys like develop. I can definitely see it happening with the Rays having like one of the best farm systems.
I do gotta say we did make some big splashes in our international
Yeah,
signing
we're gonna
as
come up
well.
on that in a
So I mean, we have those talent. I mean, they're 16, 17-year-old kids, but still, like,
Yeah,
if they
a lot of
develop,
teams made big splashes.
I
in
mean,
that.
you
John,
know, yeah.
who is that name that you said the other day that like nobody knew? I want to see if
Who?
Jake doesn't.
Jose Suri.
Yeah. He's a center fielder for the Rays.
Yeah, he's a starting center fielder.
He's the only run that we had in the
I
postseason because he had a home run.
I personally don't know him because I like don't watch that much
Yeah.
baseball. But whenever we
I
had
do not-
Wesley and
not
Michael,
Well, all right, and y'all in y'all's defense, he was a late season trade, so I could understand why. But still, like he's gonna be the starting center fielder for the Rays.
He's Kiermaier's replacement.
Yeah.
Sad to see him go, but
Low key, I think he's an upgrade from Kiermaier.
I agree with that.
You think he's an upgrade of Kiermaier?
Oh hell yeah. He's a
Kiermaier
better
can't
bat.
tell games. I don't know
He's a
who he
better
is.
bat defensively. Haven't seen him too much like on the field because, like I said, late season trade. And
He's a
I
very
think in the long run he'll be an upgrade for sure
Interesting.
if he pans out. So
With the Rays World Series question, I don't see them winning World Series anytime soon. It's just going to be the same long cycle of them
classic.
doing good
Mike.
in the playoffs, losing, going back to trash, and over again. It's just going to happen and happen, and the Rays won't win a World Series
not
anytime
feeling
soon.
negative energy, man.
Yeah.
No, optimistic, right?
well, he's a
Look,
Red
this
Sox
guy right
fan.
here,
He was
right
cursed
next to
for a
me,
long
What
time.
the Rays hate.
He's gonna be sad for the next 20 years as a Red Sox fan. Can't resign any.
Classic Red Sox fan.
Only resigns Devers, lets everybody else walk.
But yeah, I agree with that. That was terrible.
Beats his pants when they re-signed Evers.
Yo,
That's it,
that's
though.
a great re-signing. Okay, that's
Okay,
those
what
two
about the
re-signings-
other 10 guys who got let go?
I blame Hein Bloom for that. The old Rays.
Hey,
GM.
once a Ray, always a Ray, man.
I hated that signing.
Dude,
Oh my god.
he's just helping out the Rays in the long run, dude. So shout out to him.
I mean, it's kind of
Get those boys out of the division, man. I'm straight.
Oh,
now he needs to go to
splashes in free agency.
Now he needs to go to the Yankees and do the same shit. So
I would love that.
yeah, we'll all love
But
that.
as long as the Yankees have Aaron Boone, they will not win a World Series.
Oh yeah,
Aaron
for sure.
Boone.
I could, I could stand by that.
Anyway, yeah, that's my two questions for the I had. Do you guys have any other questions?
Yeah. Well, what do you think about the new stadium?
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
Great.
So
We get in the stadium. Yeah, I like
in where? St. Pete or Tampa Bay?
right by the Lightning Stadium.
Agreed.
There's a
I
good
doubt that's gonna
area
happen.
right
'cause
there. That
yeah.
area is perfect.
for sure.
Like, they fill out. It's only 21,000 like seats, but they fill out every game.
Yeah.
Like, we have a good baseball team who makes the playoffs. People would show up. It's just such a long drive in a shitty stadium. Nobody wants to go.
And did you see the prototype that they're gonna do?
Mhm.
It's
Beautiful.
good prototype, just wrong place. So I don't know. That's the only question I have though.
Did he got anything?
Just like the future of the Rays, man. There's nothing much more we can say. I mean, other than like, do you see them potentially going to the playoffs next season?
We will go to the playoffs next season. Like, our team hasn't changed at all. Like, all that's changed is like we lost like G-Man Choi and
The GOAT.
Kevin Kiermaier. Like,
Yeah.
everybody else is just going to get older and more developed. And we were injured a lot last year. Our pitching's healthy now.
And we had a
this year-
huge losing streak going into the playoffs as well. So
Yeah.
we had that. Not to mention we're like, dude, we I don't even know what not the home stretch, but the away. Because we're away from most of those games, man. Especially late season. I don't think we played for that month. We played any home games. So, and that takes a toll. So
We're a team that if you see us in the playoffs and we're hot, you don't want us because that means our bats are hot. Our pitching,
for sure.
if our bats get hot at the right time, we can make a series run. We aren't winning the World Series. There's the Dodgers and the Braves and the Astros, but
Dude, look at 2020.
yeah, but we can make a run like that.
Yeah.
It's definitely possible.
So
Interesting.
yeah, it's gonna be an interesting year for the East. So we'll
This
see.
is gonna be the best.
It always
division in the
is.
league,
It always is, man. It's dude.
The Orioles.
From
Yeah, the Orioles are pretty.
bro, from game 1 to game 162, it's the postseason in that league. Like you like you start the postseason at game 1.
Yeah.
Because if you start losing, division's gonna get out of your reach.
I know the Orioles didn't do so hot in the beginning, then they turned it around.
I mean, but
They're young.
yeah, they are
Very
young.
very good team.
But still, like in any other division, you could lose a few games and be straight. If you lose a few games in the East, you could be down by like 15 games.
Yeah.
And
I would
just be
compare it
buried.
to like the AFC North in football. Like,
Oh,
every
yeah.
game's like a rivalry type game. Like, everybody doesn't like each other. Like, the AFC East, not AFC, AL East is just legit.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, you had the Baltimore and Yankees rivalry brewing this year as well.
Any team facing the Yankees is gonna
Nobody
be
likes
yeah,
hard
for
because,
sure.
no one likes the Yankees.
Everybody's a damn rival of the Yankees.
No one
I
wants to see
love
Yankees.
what we did to them in the 2020 postseason. Home run, Brasso off Chapman.
Dude, that was
I was watching it. I called it. Well, I called a home run on every pitch, but
dude. I think knocking out the Yankees in the postseason was probably my highlight of my life so far. I'll be honest with you.
the Brett Phillips walk off against the Dodgers.
Oh, that's up there as well. But just yeah, beating the Yankees in the playoffs, just knocking them out. That
and
it'll
then
probably be like my wedding. And that, or if we make, or unless if we win a World Series, of course, it'll be my wedding, Rays World Series, and then knocking the playoffs, knocking the Yankees out
And
of
like, don't even add like your kid in the top.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, what about your
playoffs.
my
We'll see
Devin
about that.
Longoria gave 162 home run against.
Oh,
It was against the Yankees.
that was against the
Yeah, I think
Yankees,
so.
and we made like a 9-run comeback in like
Oh,
5 innings. So
I was like
Yeah.
5 years old.
that was a fire game, dude.
I got the figure of him holding it up. We went to the game.
So do I actually. It also knocked out the Red Sox, right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah. Y'all got knocked out because of that home run because y'all lost to Baltimore that game. Yeah, you
so
lost to Baltimore, and
Yeah.
then
It's okay. We knocked y'all out the season before in the playoffs.
congrats.
It's
Like,
okay.
okay.
World Series is the way it is. That's all that matters. I'll forever have a World Series with my team.
I don't
Okay.
want
Also a long ass streak too, as well, of just losing. This is like it's
Yeah, it's
That's true. Like your franchise lost more decades than like 4 times the amount of decades that or years that our team has been like around.
that's true.
Since 2000, we have 4 World Series though.
Okay, but what about
that's
that? Like
right.
100-year streak. What was it like 100
when was
or
your team
130-year
It
streak?
wasn't in the 100s, 90s or something like that.
90s? Oh, I thought it was like at least
That was
like
like-
100.
no,
I know the
the Cubs
Cubs
was
were
in the 100s.
yeah, Cubs were like 150
That was a long ass.
Yeah.
That was long.
like 108
Anyway.
years.
or 105. I don't know. But
Yeah.
damn, still a long streak though, especially for a historic franchise. And not to mention y'all did trade Babe Ruth, so
Bro, we've been making bad trades since early times, dude.
like dude, trading one of the greatest players of all time, bro.
Because we didn't. He wanted, I don't know if it's true, but like he wanted to be like a hitter with the Red Sox.
Dude.
They denied him. And he
Dude,
wanted to trade.
dude,
so
just
we
give him a
traded
few Siggies and dogs, and you would have resigned, dude. Like it wasn't that hard to resign people back then.
Yeah. Anyway, you want to move? We can move into around the league, and what I want to bring up is I just want to say if this was the 2010s, the free agency the past 2 weeks would have gone crazy with Andrew McCutchen, Nelson Cruz,
Oh,
Trey
hell
Mancini,
yeah.
Johnny Cueto all being signed this week.
Why in the hell
the
did
past 2
Andrew
weeks.
McCutchen go back to Pittsburgh? Is this going to be like his?
Probably
Is,
gonna be his last couple years.
is this his
it's
last
like a
hurrah?
retirement type thing.
Yeah, so we're gonna retire. I bet.
I mean, he should have came to the Rays, bro. Like,
He wouldn't have played.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think seeing like your young players, they're gonna want their young players to play over.
that's
McCutchen.
true.
I bet they didn't even like offer him anything.
We offer a lot of people, so I don't want to say we didn't, but I also don't want to say we did. So I mean, I don't know, but he's with Pittsburgh now, so it doesn't really matter. Same
Yeah,
with
like,
Longoria.
How long was that deal? It was like a 1 year
I
deal.
don't know, I think it was like a year. I mean, year or two. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I wish he would have came home though. Same with Longoria, but at the same time,
I did. Want Longoria to come to the Rays.
realistically speaking, though, he wouldn't like it wouldn't be worth it. So I mean,
Longoria's probably gonna retire with the Rays. I can see that.
I wish, but he's not going to get the playing time that he may
No, he probably won't.
need.
They'll
Not
probably use
need,
him
but
as, like, a
want.
DH, something. But
We do need a DH.
oh, yeah, you
Like
do.
that is one like we do need a DH because Randy, I mean he's an outfielder and I mean he's a great bat as well, but like
He's
we
too
need
young to
him on the
be-
field.
yeah, you
Yeah,
need
he's
him on
too
the field.
yeah. So Nelson Cruz was
That was a good signing.
I know, but we
was a
just
trade. Was
it was a
or
trade.
a
It was a
sell?
trade.
Yeah.
and then we had David Peralta last year, which it was I mean it wasn't a bad trade at the time, but it just didn't pan out for us. So, but I mean, it is what it is, bro. I mean, you don't trade with the Rays. I think you know that. So, we're bound to make something happen in a
Yeah.
few weeks, hopefully. So,
one of the signings I was really happy to see was Trey Mancini on a 2-year deal with the Cubs.
Bro, what is going on with Chicago, bro?
Everybody
building
who's
that team.
mid
Like,
Cubs, bro, this offseason. Everybody mid.
watch them like lose like 100 games, bro. Like, don't quote me on this. Just like imagine like these big like you have Swanson, you have what Bellinger, you have
Bellinger's mid now.
he is,
Hopefully he
but
has a
I
turnaround. I
think
like
he
Bellinger.
could turn around this season. I have a feeling he's still got some juice in him.
Man
And
just dropped off the face of the earth after his MVP. It's like
injuries,
liked him.
injuries, bro.
Yeah.
It like injuries could be a pain in the butt, man. So I don't know, man, but I hope for the best. You know, I don't really care for the Cubs. I know
Yeah, I
Nick,
don't really
Nick,
care.
Nick probably doesn't like them, but you know,
I don't think really Nick really hates any team in the MLB right now.
No, yeah, I really
okay.
other than probably just like the Yankees and Red Sox, like that's
Yeah, I mean that's normal.
yeah, I
so.
like I get the whole Cubs Cardinals rivalry and like I've watched the rivalry games, but like the Cubs don't really have much shit to talk, so I mean
That's true. Yeah.
that rivalry.
Cubs are gonna go 81 and 81. They're just mid.
That's okay. That's a good take. Good take.
I can see them being mid. I think they'll be good in the future though.
No, for
the next
sure.
couple
They're
years.
they're building and they got a good farm system as well. So we'll see.
Yeah.
And plus they got a good manager as well. I mean,
Yeah, that'd be good.
So what do you
What
guys
they-
feel about like Carlos Correa?
what sign him back to the what is
Yeah,
it? Is it a
Twins,
is
yeah,
it a year or
6
two?
years or
6
something like
year?
that.
It's 6 year.
Yeah. And
Can you
then-
guys explain like what I was seeing where it was like him signing for like 31 years or something like that?
No,
He's-
no,
Oh,
that
no, that was
no.
because of all the if you add up all the teams he signed with, it
yeah.
was like 31 years. He
Yeah,
signed with like 3 different teams this
yeah,
offseason.
dude. I don't got much.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't got much to say about him.
I
They
don't.
said he's fine now, but like in like the future, because he has to be mobile for his position. He's just not.
Mhm.
Gonna be.
Yeah,
It's
he's not gonna be good.
At least a D. I could see him being a DH though
I mean,
Yeah.
in the long run.
He
Yeah.
will eventually become a DH because of how
Like a
bad
career
the
DH.
doctor said his leg is.
yeah. I saw that like X-rays. It was.
Oh
it
yeah,
was
yeah, for
messed
sure.
up.
Like that's
But yeah, I saw like a picture like MLB the show what the player should be is Carlos Correa in the 3 uniforms.
yeah, I saw that.
That's the big
Dude.
face. But speaking of
MVP edition.
you were talking about International Signing Day that happened.
yeah.
I want to bring up the Nationals are replacing Juan Soto with his brother. They signed Elian Soto, the number 3 international player, which is
I mean, that's a splash.
Yeah, that's-
Well, the thing with international players though is like it's a gamble, you know? Like you could get a top like the top guy international signee and not pan out. You
Yeah.
know? So like it's like
that's with everything though.
yeah, for sure. But it's a gamble, man.
I mean,
Granted, don't get me wrong, like this is a
Granted.
great signing. And like hopefully it pans out. Hopefully it does wonders. But yeah, I mean it's yeah, I mean
wow. Well, I mean,
he's gonna
you
be
could say that
traded to
with
say
everything with the
yeah, for sure.
draft. You can draft the best player in the draft, and he just sucks.
Yeah, how old is he?
He's like 17, I'm pretty sure, right now.
Okay.
And then the Rangers, they are building like a great team. They like have already building a good like team right now, and they're getting their prospects up by signing Ronald Acuña's brother, Luis Angel, and Vlad Guerrero's brother, the both top 10 international players right now. So it's gonna be that
Yeah,
team's gonna
we'll-
be scary in the future.
We'll see. I mean, I don't again with the Rangers, they're building a god squad down there, but is it gonna pan out though? That is the big question.
I think so. They
I
didn't
don't
have
know,
a
like-
terrible season last year.
No, they did. They did.
Like it was
but
bad.
they also
but
they also got to compete with what?
Jake's saying 85 wins. from the
85
Rangers.
wins max.
yeah, next year I can
85?
see like 85 wins.
There'll be over
But
500.
Within the
I'll-
next 5 years, I think they're gonna be a playoff team.
They could be good. Depends on.
I feel like they could be like the Houston Astros. Remember, they were so bad for X amount of years, and then they started like breaching into the World Series and
I don't
winning.
think they're gonna be like the Astros.
No,
think-
I could feel
I think
no,
they can be
especially with their
better than
farm
the Astros
system.
in a couple of years, but
I'm not
they're not
talking.
gonna
No,
be the
no, no, no.
next
I'm
Astros.
talking about years like in the future,
you're
not
saying
like
like perform like how the Astros did. Is that what you're trying to say?
yeah. in the future, not like
Hmm.
like 2 or 3 years. I'm talking about in the near future.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You could say
No,
that
they're gonna be
about,
over five. They're gonna be a good team next year.
What, Nick?
you could say that about practically any team who
Yeah.
makes like these signings. You
They have the 6th ranked farm system.
They have the 6th ranked.
Yep.
It's still not bad.
That's not terrible.
Yeah, top 10. So.
They got Jack Leiter coming up soon from Vandy.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
dude, he was a menace in college, bro.
that was good.
Well, talking about like the future of like what might happen, who's like running the league right now? Like that's
Dodgers.
Dodgers, yeah.
All right, yeah. Teams wise, is the Dodgers for
Yeah.
sure.
Dodgers, Astros, Braves, Padres. Braves are so young and they're all on such team friendly deals that they're all like locked up to like next 3 years minimum.
Now is this like a question of like who's running it like for the like how many past years are we talking about running it?
I'd
Like
say the past like 4 to 5 years is the Dodgers and the
Dodgers
Astros.
and
Dodgers,
Astros.
I would if we had to pick one, I would say Astros because they've been to more World Series and they've won more World
They've
Series.
won 2. Dodgers won 1.
2.
Yeah.
Astros,
They've both been to
but
multiple.
LA has been more dominant in the regular season than the Astros. If I
Dodgers,
yeah.
no,
Yeah.
Astros been to 4-1-2. Dodgers have been to what 3 and
I think
1.
it was 3 and 1.
Yeah,
They won. They went in 2018. They went in 2020
they went 2017
and
against
2017.
Astros.
Those are the 3 years they went. They
Mhm.
won in 2020.
yeah. We don't talk about 2020. That was a Mickey Mouse ring anyway, so it's just whatever. Like
Okay, you're saying that now. That's
yeah,
funny.
100%.
Well, we
All
didn't
right.
win, so yeah.
Yeah, if the Rays won, it'd be if you got.
Oh no, if the Rays won, then they deserved it fully.
Okay.
Like,
With the who's running, I think the team that will be running in the future though is the Phillies. They're that team. They have
I have that. Yeah.
they have big name players signed for a long time, and their team's just
How
stacked.
how long is Trey Turner's contract?
That's like 11 years, I think,
Yeah, 10, 11 years, somewhere around there.
something in that range. And they also have Bryce Harper, the goat.
Kyle
Man is
Schwarber,
amazing. Kyle Schwarber, good bat.
JT Remuto,
Yeah,
Nice
very good
catcher.
catcher, good pitching as well.
Yep.
With Aaron
Zach
Nola,
Wheeler.
Zach Wheeler. That team's going to be insane. I see them going to the World Series again this year.
I think if they build their bullpen back up,
Yeah, their bullpen is pretty weak.
yeah, they let up a lot of runs from the bullpen
Yeah,
against the Astros.
they should make some trades so they can get some of their farm players and then trade for a good bullpen arm.
Yeah.
Something.
Jose Alvarado. He was on the team. He let up the home run or something. Oh, it was so bad. So upset.
Let's see. What else do I have? Yeah, that's pretty much I have for who's running it. The was Astros, Dodgers, and it will be the Phillies, in my opinion.
Yeah.
In the future.
And then that just means like let's just jump right into the countdown. So
Yep.
here the countdown, Jake. You know, we go from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And today's countdown is gonna be the worst fan bases in the MLB, right? So
Yep.
Fan base.
So the most hated teams in the MLB.
most hated teams. Okay, yeah. Most hated teams in the MLB. So Michael, just start us off. It'll go Michael,
Want
John.
me to start?
Yeah.
Okay. So at my 4, I have Phillies. Because mainly just because of their fans.
5.
I mean 5. Sorry, 5. Phillies. Mainly because their fans, like Philly fans are some of the worst and makes a lot of people hate their team. And that's why I have Philly at 5. At 4, I have the Red Sox. No, not the Red Sox are a pretty hated team, especially in Florida. I think the most hated team in Florida is the Red Sox, which kind of sucks.
I think that's really like anywhere.
They-
Same with the Yankees. I mean,
No, not really everywhere. There's in other places. There's other hated teams like more than the Red
oh
Sox.
yeah, I know, but I'm
It's
like at
mainly
least
in-
East Coast. East Coast, you could
Maybe in
say
the East, it's the Red Sox
and
and Yankees,
Yankees,
are the
yeah.
most hated teams. And then I'm at 3. I have the Dodgers. That's more recent. The Dodgers become a hated team because they
Yankees West.
just like the Yankees, they're just buying to win, yet they can't win. It makes it great. And at my 2, the Astros, also because of recently with the cheating scandal, no one likes the Astros now. They don't want them to win. And at 1, obviously, I have the Yankees. It's always been no one's like the Yankees other than New York fans.
Well, Bronx fans. I mean,
We're
you got the
Bronx
Mets.
fans.
You got the
Half of New
Mets.
York
Yeah,
fans.
you got the Mets as well. They don't really. They're not too fond of them.
Yeah. All right, John, you go ahead.
Yeah, for what was it? Number 5, number
Yeah,
4,
number 5.
number 5. Gotta go with Mike Philly. There's nothing. You nailed it on the head with Philly. I mean, who, whatever. Number 4, I gotta go with L.A.
Mhm.
I hate L.A. You hate L.A.
I don't hate LA.
You don't hate L.A.
No, I don't hate. I'm just saying most people hate LA.
Okay, and I'm
I
one of
don't hate
those
LA.
most people. Uh, what number 3?
Yeah.
I gotta go with the Red Sox. I mean,
Okay.
same. You know, number 2, I gotta go with the Astros. Basically, same shit that you said. Cheating scandal, and they're winning, so that's really the main keys of this 8-on team. And at number 1, I mean, the Yankees. Who doesn't like the Yankees except if you're a Bronx?
Who doesn't hate the Yankees?
Oh,
What you
who
should
doesn't
say.
hate the Yankees? Sorry. Um, and yeah, man, like that's really it for me.
These are all going to be like pretty similar list
Yeah.
at this point. So I'll mix it up, and on my 5, I'm going to have the Cubs
That's
because
actually a good pick.
Yeah,
I'm not
that
gonna
is
lie.
a good pick
I would have
actually.
them like 6 for me.
yeah, like I'll put the Cubs at 5 just because the Cardinals rivalry. We are just talking about it, and I mean, I remember the other day just Michael talking about like how he didn't like the Cubs and their like stupid W flag that they have.
So much, and their stupid
Go
flag.
Cubs,
I
go
mean, their
baby,
song.
go Cubs,
It's
go.
The
I hate
song.
that song. I remember in 7th grade, my science teacher was a Cubs fan. He'd be playing that song and
Yeah,
waving the
Mr.
flag.
Coombs.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my god, I hate it so much.
Yeah, he was a big Cubs guy. He had stuff like all in his classroom about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyways, at my 4, I'm gonna have the Dodgers, and I mean, the Dodgers, yeah, like they've been hated recently, but you got to think about like when they were dominant in the '80s as well, and they had that one coach, I forgot his name, but like he was very exuberant in the way he
Yeah, I
expressed
know what you're
himself.
talking
Like
about. Yeah,
he got in many fights. He was ejected a
Oh
lot of times. Like,
he
and a
fought
lot
the
of
Philly
people didn't like
fanatic
the
as
Dodgers
well.
because
yeah.
of that
Yeah, I
back then.
remember
So I got the Dodgers at my 4. At my 3, I got the Astros.
that. Yeah.
Scandal after nobody wants to see them win, like you said. Like everybody is against them unless you're an Astros fan. And I think Jalen Hurts is actually an Astros
Yeah,
fan.
he is. He's from
He's
Houston,
from
so
Houston. Yeah, he's been defending them though. I like that. At my number 2, I got Red Sox. Um, it's the Red Sox, and Michael just makes me hate them like more and more like as the day goes on.
that
So
is true.
I I,
That is pretty true.
Okay.
I got to put the Red Sox there, and at the 1, you got the Yankees. I think that the Yankees aren't only the most hated team in MLB, but most hated team like in all of sports.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that is true.
Good take.
And they're like the Dallas. They're like it's New York. No, it's the Yankees, Cowboys, and I don't know who to put
Well,
for.
it's like the bandwagon fan memes that you always see. Like,
Yeah,
oh, the Cowboys season's gonna end tonight with the Bucks, but it's fine. They got the Lakers, and then it's like, oh, well, the Lakers season ends. They got the Yankees, and then March Madness comes around. Oh, they got Duke, so it's fine. I love seeing those, bro. Like, and the Cowboy fans crying, and the girls just consulting him. We got the Lakers. It's fine.
yeah. Good memes. Good
Yeah.
memes.
So, all right, Jake's up.
All right. So at 5, I'm gonna go with the Padres. Just a little recency. I don't like them. I don't like Fernando Tatis Jr.
I don't either.
Really letting his team down, cheating. Never been a fan of Machado sliding into the Orioles shortstop or second baseman.
I hate Machado.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna go with the Boston Red Sox at 4. AL East, I don't really like them. Also, Mike likes them, so just virtually just talking here. I've recently grown hate. And then 3, I'm gonna go with the Phillies because they beat the Rays in the '08 World Series, and I've hated them ever since. And then 2 is the Astros. So this past World Series really sucked for me. I didn't want either team to win. And then 1, obviously Yankees, Yankees. Not much more to say. They suck.
Well, that's the countdown with their 5 most hated teams
Yeah, that was good. That was a good one for sure.
All pretty similar.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
then,
this next segment is in the air, and I guess we're not naming it like a let's debate because we might all agree with this. I don't know,
if
but
we start debating, then we'll change the name to Let's Have a
so I guess the question is, should athletes who use steroids be banned? And Michael, when you were like writing these segments up, like you were talking about like regular season, postseason, Hall of
Yeah.
Fame, like all
Yeah,
that.
all the things like Barry Bonds is in the Hall of Fame. Is that because of his steroid use? Should he be in the Hall of Fame or should he not? That's like what I was
Yeah.
thinking when I wrote this. That's a pretty big debate. Personally, I think he should be.
What Barry Bonds? He was
Yeah.
already great before the steroids, so
Yeah,
yeah,
he's argued as one of the best players of all time, and
Mhm.
he's not even a Hall of Fame yet.
Yeah.
Like, come
Well,
on,
he can't be a Hall of Fame now, right?
he can. Like, he's on the ballots. He's just not. He's not being.
He's
I
a
thought this was like his
like the
last year.
election committee or something. It's not a
Yeah.
vote anymore for him. It's some
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
What do you think, John?
yeah, I agree with you. I mean, if they're already great before the steroids, they shouldn't get punished. I mean, I think it would have like an act like a act,
You got it.
it will have one of those things uh a question mark. And yeah, man, I think
What?
I think
I'm so confused what
I,
you're
I
saying.
can't I can't say I can't say what I want to say.
Why?
Asterix,
You get
Asterisks.
asterisk, yeah.
What about the asterisks?
It'll be like on their name. Like, all right, Barry Bonds, right?
Uh huh.
He was already great before.
Okay.
My brain just farted. Sorry, I just forgot what I was going to talk about.
Okay, you're basically
Never mind.
saying like an at a risk, like
Yeah, that.
because like like the Lakers, their championship, it has like the asterisk.
Yeah. Same with the Dodgers. Same with any like Chicago Sky, all that.
What?
Yeah,
You're the only one that keeps up with WNBA here.
I don't know how I know this. I think I looked it up one podcast, and
It's okay if
so
you watch it.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
okay.
watch basketball, so
No, it's okay. If you watch the WNBA, don't be scared to like.
oh dude, I love it.
We need a WNBA
I
guy.
love the WNBA, bro. Sue Bird is a goat.
I'm more of a Candace Parker fan.
Yeah, me too.
Brittany Gardner, I love her. So glad she's home.
Yeah. Really?
Anyway,
You?
I said what I said.
Hey, what are your guys' thoughts on Barry Bonds?
He should definitely be in the Hall of
yeah,
Fame.
he should be. I just looked it up. There are guys, Jeff Bagwell and Ivan Rodriguez, guys who have like been found to like they got suspended for using PEDs are in the Hall of Fame. So like you let those two guys in. Why aren't you letting Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire, Roger Clemens, guys who made baseball so exciting to watch back then and
Yeah.
hold many of your records, are the best in the game. Like everybody was doing it then.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Because the committee's filled with the old heads, bro.
Yes,
Like
bro.
deadass. Like
They're
there's
gonna
filled with old
eventually get in.
heads.
I think a little not steroids, but Pete Rose will eventually get in as well.
Pete Rose
Rose,
should.
he should, bro. What like he got
He
what
was
banned?
betting. He was betting on his team.
Betting on
And
his
then
own team, not like betting
And he
against
got banned for life.
betting on himself, bro. I respect that.
And then his first legal bet was for the Reds to win a World Series
Yeah,
this
for the
year.
Reds to win the World Series. That's waste of money right there. But I mean, I guess he
It was
doesn't really
just-
need it. It's pretty
Trevor Bauer's gonna sign with the Reds, and he's taking them all the way.
that'll be funny to watch if he signed with the Reds. He's like because he started with the Reds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll be funny
They
to
catch-
watch.
Be a head coach.
That was on the Phillies.
Yeah, the Phillies. Okay.
But I was gonna say bring up like players now. How long should they be suspended for if they get found with it? In your
I
guys'
I mean,
opinion?
now you can't do it. Now that they've cracked
Yeah.
down, it's I think like 80 games or
Yeah, it's 80.
he's got suspended a long time.
Tatis got suspended. Like he didn't play at all last year, did
No, he
Well, he
he
was
got
hit.
he got suspended for a year,
he? Yeah.
which I think that's reasonable. I mean, either way they got to get punished. So I think 1 year will be, if this is their first like offense, and yeah, 1 year that's fine. Now if
Mhm.
it's second, third, whatever, then you could kind of reach in and be like, all right, well, you know, extend those suspensions. But But yeah, I think the suspension time is pretty
Like
reasonable.
MLB making a stance on it. Like
Yeah.
if you're not going to allow it, you get a harsh consequence.
Mhm.
Like back then, it was just some BS
Yeah.
suspension. They weren't like testing everyone. Like obviously, Mark McGuire was using steroids, but he hit 70 something home runs. Like you're not going to test them when it's letting you have like so much money.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
they should just make it legal, bro. Like, just make
Not
it legal.
anymore. Not with how
Nah,
hard
nah.
guys are throwing, not with how hard guys hit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, yeah.
God, I can't like
Just
imagine.
juice the
Aaron
ball, dude. Just juice the balls again, bro. Like I missed the juice ball era.
Aaron Judge on steroids. How many home runs will he hit?
Oh my god, dude. He'll be like MLB The Show career mode, bro. Pumping 200, bro.
Him and John Carlos Stanton on steroids, both on the Yankees. Wow, that would be. Oh. Anyway,
Man.
that's all I have for.
Pretty
That's all
wild,
I have
bro.
for that. We're up in the air.
Yeah,
Ready, Jonas?
that's fair. I mean, there's not much else to say. Barry Bonds to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's why they have.
Shout out Nick Boyer in his sweatshirt. He'd always wear that sweatshirt to high school, bro.
Oh.
What?
There was a guy in our grade that would always wear the sweatshirt that said Barry Bonds to the Hall of Fame
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
every day.
Right.
It was like every day.
Yeah. It was basically every day.
So
What's our next
oh,
segment?
the next segment is going to be NFL head coaching vacancies. So
There's a
I
lot.
mean, there actually is for this year. And starting us off, like Lovie Smith from the Texans was fired.
Yeah.
Nathaniel Hackett from the Broncos was fired. Matt Rule was the first coach of the season to be fired from the Panthers.
Now
Frank
with
Reich
Nebraska. So
Frank Reich is fired from the Colts. Cliff Kingsbury just recently got fired from the Cardinals, and that's about it for like the head coaching.
there's one name that I do not hear and I'm pretty fed up about.
What?
Todd Bowles.
We didn't get fired.
I know. He should.
That doesn't mean, but we're talking
He
about who
should.
has been fired and what coaching jobs are open.
I know. And he should be fired. But instead,
but
they're
he's
re-signing him, and we're gonna have to deal with him.
Didn't they already say he's coming back? Didn't the Bucks make a press release saying that Todd Bowles was coming back? Like,
I think
I don't know
so.
what the outcome of the game was.
I'm pretty sure. Unless if I don't know, I could check that later, but I'm pretty sure. I mean,
Yeah, but let's talk about Lovie Smith. So,
Yeah.
I mean, first real year as a Texans head coach. He came in as an interim
shouldn't have
last
got
year.
fired.
I hate the one and done.
Yeah, I don't understand why he got fired, bro. Like,
He got fired because he won a game that they weren't supposed to win.
Yeah, that's
that's
exactly.
that's
It
true.
was. They gave him 1 year with the team that with
No
no one.
talent.
They had no one, and they just fire him after 1 year. He has to build the team. Like, come
Yeah.
on, you can't just give him 1 year with a trash team.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
insane.
He was one and done with the Bucks a few years ago too, I think.
He was a coach for the Bucks.
Yeah, he was the coach before. I'm forgetting his name.
Arians.
Not
No.
Arians,
No.
before-
No, the one
Cutter.
before.
Cutter. Before
Yeah.
Cutter.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was like, was it 1 year or 2 years? It might have been.
It might have been two.
It was very short. It was very short. I know that.
I think he drafted Jameis Winston.
I think so. Yeah. I think he was Jameis Winston's first year.
So I mean, Lovie Smith, like they definitely just didn't give him any time to figure out what he was building for the Texans. I mean, also at the same time, like there was a lot of close games that he held them.
He put up good games too.
Cowboys, Chiefs. I mean,
They beat the Jags. They beat the Colts as well. So,
Mhm.
granted, it's the Colts,
Granted.
so it's whatever. But I mean,
Yeah.
so I mean, after that, you got Nathaniel Hackett. This was obviously coming, and I mean, there's not much to say here. Like the fans wanted him gone. This was also his like first year, like his first full year, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he came
Oh.
in sometime last year.
Yeah. So I mean, that's another one and done there. But I mean, this one's actually justified because he had everything going for him.
Yeah,
He
he
had
had
an
all the
offense. He had
pieces.
one of arguably the best defenses this year, at least top five, honestly, for
Yeah,
the Broncos defense.
Definitely.
So I mean, it was time to get rid of him. So a lot of people, and I'll just jump right into this as well. Sean Payton,
A lot of teams are wanting him.
a lot of teams, and I mean one of them,
Broncos, like looking at
Broncos,
yeah,
Cardinals.
the Chargers. That's one thing I want to talk to you guys about. Brandon is it Staley or Staley? Staley, Brandon Staley. Yeah, the Chargers head coach. Do you see him like getting fired this offseason?
I think
Mm,
after that game,
yeah,
I think after
I
that
could see it
Jags game,
happening, but I could
yeah,
also see them not firing him.
Yeah,
I can
I
see it
mean
go both ways.
it's up in the air, but I think that if they get a good connection for Sean Payton to come there, they will fire Staley.
Yeah, if they can get Sean Payne, they'll fire him. But if they can't, they're just gonna keep him. Is probably what's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
one more season with him at least,
Yeah,
and depending on next season, that'll be whether he stays or goes.
exactly.
So, and then after that, you got Matt Rule. He was the first coach to be fired of the season from the
What
Carolina
what
Panthers.
week did he get fired?
He got fired like week 4 or
Like,
5.
yeah, it was like early in the season, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But he's been there for 2 or 3 years now. So,
I mean that's reasonable.
I
But
mean, he's had his time there, and also like we talked about this in the earlier podcast, but he upgraded at the coaching spot. I think he's going to do great at Nebraska. And I feel like there is a true thing where it's like you are a college coach, you're
yeah,
not a professional coach. Just like you can be a good college player and not be a good professional player.
yeah, bro,
Yeah.
look at Nick
Coaches
Saban.
coaches like Jim Harborough,
Harbaugh.
Harborough,
Harbaugh.
Harborough, whatever.
Harbaugh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
call him Jim Harborough. I don't give two shits. He he's a good college coach. Unlike his, or I don't know what his brother did in college, but his brother's a good NFL coach, So I mean, there's different things like that play into this. So and Matt Rule did great at Baylor, so I think he'll do great at Nebraska. He just wasn't meant for the NFL.
yeah,
And with Frank Reich, Reich, right? It's Reich.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say. Okay, I watched the Bills documentary. I know what I'm talking about here. He was the head coach for the Colts. He's been there for quite some time. He was even there with Andrew Luck. So, and a lot of the Colts fans actually didn't like this firing, from what I've seen.
yeah. I saw that too.
They really liked him, and now you got Jeff Saturday. But Jeff Saturday beat the Raiders, so
Yeah,
that was
That's not
awesome.
saying much.
Yeah.
He lost every other
Yeah.
game.
I know he did. He actually did. He got so hyped after that like first game, first winning, and then lost every single one. And I did hear reports that they're thinking about keeping him.
yeah, because they interviewed all their people. They interviewed everyone except for Mike Kafka, Giants offensive coordinator. They have like they interviewed like 10 people. Jeff Saturday's in there. I heard Jeff Saturday's still the favorite right now. Like to keep the job.
Yeah, Jim Irsay loves him.
Yeah,
Like he thinks that he's like that guy. So we could definitely see Jeff Saturday like staying as a head coach. And I think it's gonna happen. I think he'll be the head coach next season.
yeah, I do too. And then if he does bad, then I can see him getting fired next season.
Yeah, no, for sure. The fans won't like that. Even though he's a beloved fan favorite, I mean, they still are gonna want to see their team win.
Yeah,
But we'll see if they actually get a good quarterback in the draft. That's another thing.
I mean they could.
Their pick 5, right?
I think they're pick 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they could have a guy follow that.
Well, they're saying like they're still trying to draft CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud could fall.
Yeah, I think he
He could
could.
definitely fall to 5
No, he will.
because the first pick, unless the first pick could get traded, there's a lot of rumors that the Bears are going to trade it.
Yeah, that's
I
Would you
mean,
draft a quarterback if you're the Bears?
What?
Would you draft a QB if you're the Bears?
No, that would be stupid of them, in my opinion.
I agree.
That'd be very stupid. That's because like you need to build a team around Justin Fields, who's very good,
yeah.
and drafting a quarterback. What benefit do you have? Just trading him, but
Yeah.
you just draft a young wide receiver or a
At
line-
one?
I'm just saying like they can draft someone to build around Justin Fields.
Ah.
They're drafting a quarterback.
Will Anderson.
yeah. They need Will Anderson Jr. at 1. If they keep one, they could trade. I would like to
It would
see.
be smarter of them to trade down the first pick than draft a QB because they can get more picks out of it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but so Cliff Kingsbury, he got fired.
He wanted one way trip to Thailand.
Bought that one-way ticket. No
I
looking
wanted the
back right
Patriots to get him. I, wanted, I was, I saw that. I didn't believe it at first. Why did he go? I was like, why did he go one-way ticket to Thailand? I was like, that sounded so out of the blue.
now. He's like that. So Michael and John, they've been on like their Twitter like rants lately, I guess. And I guess like everybody's jumping on the train against the call of Twitter. But Michael had this one tweet that was like, dude, we really need Cliff King. This was after the news came out. We really need Cliff Kingsbury like to be the OC after Matt Patricia got fired, blah 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 blah. And then I was like, this aged like milk because he's already on a one-way ticket to Thailand. So
He's getting paid the next 5 years.
Yeah. It was like 5 hours later that he announced that he's going to Thailand.
One-way trip as
Yeah,
well.
one-way trip.
That's crazy.
he'll decide when he wants to come back.
Yeah, he can get a job easily. Like he's not a
He's a good offensive mind.
yeah, he's a good offensive mind. Like he'll get an easy offensive coordinator job.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think they should have fired him. He had a bad season, but he also dealt with a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
And last year he built one of the best like offensives in the
Yeah.
league.
That's very true. I don't think they should have fired him either.
He was a good head coach, and I wanted like my opinion was I wanted the Patriots to get OC, and then when Belichick retires, he's the head coach. But that's out of the window. So
Kingsbury dealt with like multiple things this season. Like Kyler Murray, he had to play Call of Duty, so that like was a big thing.
Valid.
There was Call of Duty Warzone 2 came out, so that was something he had to deal with. Another thing was DeAndre Hopkins suspension.
Yeah.
So on top of all the injuries, I mean, then he had like Rondale Moore like starting to go off, then he got injured.
yeah,
And it's
and Marcus Brown, same thing.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I feel bad for the guy, but it's just the business,
I don't
man.
blame him. I don't blame him.
But yeah, we did mention Matt Patricia. Sorry, Pat. Wow, Matt Patricia being fired.
Wait, nope. There's rumors that he's coming back as officially the offensive coordinator. They're interviewing
Isn't he a
him.
defensive guy?
Yeah, he's a defensive coach. He was a good defensive coordinator for the Patriots. But
No, this is a great move by the Patriots. I actually,
Shut
Yeah,
up,
I think this is
I'm-
a great
I'm
move.
all in
bro.
for the Patriots downfall.
I love it,
I'm
dude.
all in.
I think Matt Patricia should be the next head coach after Bill Belichick retires. I mean, we saw how good of a coach he is, a head coach he is.
Oh yeah, Detroit.
No, please God.
So I can't wait to see him calling some more offensive.
Luckily, he's not the favorite to win the job right now.
Bro.
Bill O'Brien, the Patriots. Well, Robert Kraft won Kingsbury, obviously, but now Bill O'Brien has come up as one of the favorites to win the job. Becomes, which I would love. I'd actually love that if they get him. In my
Yeah.
opinion, he's a good coach.
So, and then like with all these vacancies, Brian Flores' name comes up a lot recently,
Yeah.
especially he's got a meeting with the Falcons for the DC position.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's coming up very soon.
I think he's actually a good head coach. He can.
I think so too. And I was just telling Jake this last night. Like
Yeah.
he was starting to get the Dolphins there. I think that like whenever he was with them, he had 8 or 9 wins. And I mean, he was like getting them on track, and then they just fired him out of the blue, which was I remember hearing the news, and I thought the Dolphins were stupid for that.
They're luckily they got a good head coach like to
Yeah.
replace him, but still very
They
stupid.
did.
Yeah, bro, he was hitting the pen on the sideline as well. So,
Yeah, his vape.
I mean,
McDaniel's hitting a vape on the sideline. He looked like a high schooler hiding it.
Brody's just trying to get faded, bro. Like, you gotta respect it, though.
That's why he didn't have good clock management.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's like freaking.
Yeah.
Just terrible.
Save the NFL playoff talk for the next episode. Okay, guys.
Playoff talk will be next episode. John, remember that.
I know. I just had to bring that up.
So that's gonna be it for like any of the head coaching vacancies, unless you guys have anything else you want to
That's
add.
all
Yeah,
head coaches
dude.
for me.
Fire Todd Bowles.
How many times are you gonna say that in every episode?
Well,
Every-
we
every
have 11
episode.
episodes, so he said it 11 times.
I said it 11 times, and I'm gonna keep on saying it until we fire him, bro.
It's gonna be a while then, man.
It will. I don't care, bro. Like, we just
If the Bucks win the Super Bowl, is your mind gonna change?
no, because we won that Super Bowl because of Brady.
That's a good point.
Yeah, like let Brady call the plays from now on, dude. I know.
I mean, he practically already does.
I know. Yeah.
They let him have the keys to the car there.
Tom Brady.
I know.
But yeah, that's all my head coaches. What about you guys? Is that everything
No,
for head
yeah,
coaching?
that's everything.
That's
for
all
me.
I got. So jumping into the next segment, what are our thoughts on Russell Wilson this past season, guys? There's a lot of like talk, and I'll say this. I'll start off by saying this: Russell Wilson is still a great quarterback.
I do think.
Yeah, I do. I
Bad
think
system. Was put in a
Jake,
bad
you
system.
made the face. So you got to say it, bro.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's a system QB.
And
He's
okay,
not
but
a
you're
great quarterback. He's
let's
a
have a debate.
Look what
all the time he's been in the
Pete
league,
Carroll
top 5
ran a
quarterback.
Look what Pete Carroll did with Geno Smith. He can do it with anybody.
Okay, but at the same time, Russell Wilson is just not in a good system. I mean, they were running half the time. It was just screenplays I mean, yeah, he couldn't get to the.
Check out of it.
I mean, we're gonna see how they do next season with a new head coach. We're gonna see
next year. He's gonna throw for 3,000 yards and have 20 touchdowns, and he's gonna be a good system quarterback. It's what he is. It's what he's always been. When you let Russ cook is when you start losing. That's been like proof in the past. Let Russ cook. Interception of the
Hey, I just
and we won the Super Bowl.
yeah. Hey, thank you for making a good TikTok clip as well. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think what?
Good. Look good. Sucks next year.
But yeah, I think I drafted him in fantasy. Didn't really enjoy.
I think a lot of
what
people
happened.
had very, very high hopes.
I passed.
Yeah, he was
Expected Super Bowl, like a Super Bowl contender.
dude. Yeah, wasn't they were like in the top 5 for Super Bowl contenders? Yeah, yeah.
They're like a top team.
Don't let Russ cook. Let him be the system QB. He's an upgraded Jimmy Garoppolo.
That's fair. That's fair. Nick, you looks like you don't agree with that.
Because Russell Wilson has always been like arguably top 3, like almost every year on the Seahawks. Like even as he's
Say
been
top
getting
5.
older. I mean, some years top 3 is what I'm saying, but usually top 5. So I mean, it's very hard to say like, oh, he's a bad quarterback whenever he's okay. You can say that he's a system quarterback, but I mean, people are arguing that Brady was a system quarterback for the longest time.
Brady won 7 Super Bowls. It's different.
Okay, Russell Wilson won a Super Bowl. I mean, you
can't compare those two.
I'm
trying to compare Russell Wilson to Tom Brady.
Yeah,
because he's labeling him as a system quarterback, and I'm saying Tom Brady was labeled as a system quarterback.
Okay, yeah, he was. I would say Tom Brady was labeled before like 3 of his last Super Bowls. People would say he's a system quarterback, and Belichick.
We're saying that like past 6 Super Bowls.
Yeah, well, no, I think after the Falcons Super Bowl, that's when people stopped calling him like system quarterback and stuff.
I don't know, because I remember whenever he got traded to the Bucks, everybody was like, "Well, we're gonna see him fail in this system and everything like that."
But then he didn't.
Yeah.
And then he
I'm just comparing I'm comparing the two because they're labeled system quarterback. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Russell Wilson is Tom Brady. That'd be insane. That would be absolutely insane.
Kind of sounded like it.
Say what?
Kind of sounded like it.
Okay, sure. That's fine.
Anyways, I think
true. I'm saying Russell Wilson's Brady. That's what I'm saying. Sure.
I do agree with you, Nick. I think he's gonna. It like will be determined off of next season with the new head coach. This year, I think he was put in a bad system.
Yeah, if he sucks ass next season, I'll gladly say that he sucks as a quarterback. Like, but he got 5 wins. Okay, he got 5 wins this past season. They've had coaching trouble. They've had injuries. I mean, you can't just base it off one season. Like, you never can base it off just one season. Let's see how he does next year. If he's shit next year, I will gladly be Jake. He's a system quarterback. Fuck Russell Wilson.
He's in his 30s. He's not going to get any better.
Yeah, he's not. He's past his prime.
Way past.
He's going to go.
He's still be a good quarterback next year. I mean, he was a bottom quarterback this year, but I mean,
he could potentially be a fringe top 20 guy next year.
He could even be like top 15 next season. If they have a better system. Like if they have a better coach that gets in the right place.
He could be a top 15, top 10
Yeah,
quarterback.
but they're not going to do anything in the AFC next year. AFC is too stacked.
AFC is
Especially his division.
Yeah. Yeah, it was in my shoe.
That division's gonna be really hard for him to win.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying he's winning the division. I'm just
No,
saying
I know. I'm not. I mean to win games.
this is a very,
They
very
could
hard
be a
division.
potential 7 seed.
Potentially, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
That's about it.
no, there's no getting better than that. Like, I do agree with that. Like, there's no getting better than the 7 seed. But oh man, John, you've been very quiet about it though.
I don't got much to say about Russ. I mean, I drafted him in fantasy. I cut him like third week, so I don't got much to say about him. So it's kind of
It's just 1 year.
Yeah, it really was.
But that ends our segment on our thoughts about Russell Wilson. So now we're gonna go to one of our more favored segments, our Mount Rushmores. So today's Mount Rushmore is gonna be the top 4 teams who lost the Super Bowl. Now remember, there's no particular order of this. It's just our 4 teams that we think were the best teams that lost the Super Bowl. So John, how about you to start us off?
yeah, man. I got 2015 Super Bowl, New England, Seattle, where Seattle did not decide to run the ball. But I think Seattle was pretty good. I think they're pretty like I mean, they were in the game for God knows how long, and I truly wanted Seattle to win. Granted, like I said, they threw the ball on the 1 yard line, and the Patriots ended
Legion
up
of
winning.
Boom
So
too.
whatever, huh?
Legion of Boom.
Yeah. So and then I got a recent one. Tampa Bay, Kansas City. Even though Kansas City got blown out by Tampa Bay, which was beautiful to see, but I think Kansas City was. I mean, they were a beast in 2021. I mean, am I wrong though?
I mean, all time teams.
I'm just going by like me personally.
Okay.
Yeah, it is your Mount Rushmore, man.
Yeah, like I'm not. Anyway, so yeah, Kansas City. I mean, thank God the Bucks won though. So, I think this is gonna be on everybody's list. 2008 was it 2008 2007?
2007
It
Patriots.
was 2007 to 2008
Yeah.
Patriots.
Okay, yeah. So I got that losing to the New York Giants. I mean, damn. Yeah.
That's all you can say.
Wrong with that. And then I got the 2015 Carolina Panthers. Cam Newton's MVP year. Um, yeah, I truly wanted to see them succeed. I truly wanted to see Cam Newton succeed, even though he's a division rival. But yeah, I mean, unfortunate loss, man. But shout out Peyton Manning, you know. Anyway, but that's my top 4.
Not bad list. Not gonna lie, it wasn't terrible.
Appreciate that, Michael.
I'm
Question.
surprised you didn't say Bengals. Well, you did say Chiefs. Bengals.
I just not
Who,
no.
who else? 49ers.
49ers. I know that 49ers team scary against all time teams.
Yeah.
Joking.
All right.
Anyway, you want me to go next?
I can go next. We'll mix it
All
up. So my first one, I got the 1984 to 85 Miami Dolphins. This was, led by Dan Marino, had Don Shula. This was Marino's second year, and he set NFL records in passing yards and touchdowns. Also, at this point, and even to this day, they had an all-time great offense that season. They were the first in all offensive ranks for that year. They lost 15-1 to the 49ers. Or sorry, they lost 15 to the 15-1 49ers, 38-16. So I mean, it wasn't even close for them, but this year for the Dolphins was like huge. And I mean, like after the dominant 70s, you thought that having this guy, Dan Marino, come in and he was going to be the next leader of a dynasty, but that he never got a Super Bowl. And I mean, this was one of the greatest teams that he actually led to the Super Bowl. So uh, it's very good to have them there. At my number 2, I got one that's probably going to be on all of our list yet again, 2007 to 08 New England Patriots. They had a perfect record, 16-0, and then they were 18-0 until the Super Bowl. This team still owns the record for the largest win differential in an NFL season. And also they lost to the Giants 17-14. And this was like this was like the biggest underdog story
Huge upset. Yeah.
ever. Like, and I mean, in our recent podcast, this was my biggest upset in sports history. You go from the underdog takes on the super dog, and the underdog wins, and it's just cool to see. And then Eli Manning owns Michael's entire franchise, and then you have, then you have on my list. I gotta agree with John. 2015 to 2016, Carolina Panthers is led by MVP Cam Newton. They had a 15-1 record. They also had a bunch of Pro Bowl selections. They had Luke Cuccelli. They had, Josh Norman. But Peyton Manning, the Peyton Manning, he came in clutch, 24-10. It was a great, great game. That was actually the first full Super Bowl I watched. I watched like half of the Seahawks Patriots game before that. And like that's what got me into football. But this was the first full Super Bowl I watched. So it actually has a special place in my heart for sure. But then my last team on the Mount Rushmore would have to be 1997 to 98 Green Bay Packers. This came to me as I was doing a little bit of research, but I'm a big Brett Favre guy. Despite some of the things that he's done, I really love his game. But he was MVP this season, and he just matched the season before's record, 13-3. And the season before that, they had won the Super Bowl. So they were going to be like one of the first few teams to like go back to back. But they didn't do it, and they fought super hard in the playoffs, and they won a huge NFC championship game that year against the San Francisco 49ers. And at the time, people deemed that game, the NFC championship game, to be the actual Super Bowl. And so they went through all this adversity just to lose the Super Bowl. And Brett Favre never went to a Super Bowl after this one, despite playing like 13 more seasons. So that's my
I like
list.
Aaron Rodgers, Loki.
No, on it, yeah, and
I like
it's
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I mean, he's still playing, so it still could be up in the air. But with the Packers, that could be, who knows what he's gonna do this offseason. But
well, that's why the Packers get clowned so much. But like they had Brett Favre and they had Aaron Rodgers. They get the one Super Bowl and then they like
yeah.
shit after.
yeah, exactly.
All right,
Anyway, Jake, go ahead.
All right, so I'll just go ahead and get this one out of the way. The '07 Pats, there's not much more you can say. Shout out to the Giants. Big win yesterday as well. I know you guys aren't talking about it. Shout out my boy Dante. Big Giants guy.
big Giants guy.
So I'm going to go with the 2013 Broncos with Peyton Manning, Demaryius Thomas, RIP. They broke so many records, like the passing touchdown record, passing yards record. That offense was insane. Just to lose very poorly to the Seattle Seahawks and a system quarterback in Russell Wilson. And then I'm going to go with or you could pick any of the early 90 Bills teams, but I'll probably go with 1990. They're 13-3, and then also just losing 4 Super Bowls in a row is really tough. Like you go 4 in a row, you lose all 4. That's just heartbreaking. And then for my final one, I'm going to go with the 99 Titans, 1 yard short against the greatest show on turf, Rams.
Yeah.
You just hate to see it, just 1 yard, man, and you win the Super Bowl.
They had a great season. Who they have? Steve McNair, like running the show. I mean,
yeah, just 1 yard away, man.
Yeah.
Really
All right,
hits
Steve
me in the
McNair.
heart, man.
Oh man. All right, go ahead, Mike. I'm excited to hear Michael's.
Patriots.
No, it's not. My first one is the 1984 Dolphins. Nick, you already explained basically everything. But okay. 14-2, led by Dan Marino. Great team. Unfortunately lost. My next one, the 2015 Panthers. 15-1, led by Cam Newton, one of the best teams.
And they pick next, the Packers and the Pats. Jeez.
The next one I have is the 2001 Rams. Rams, it was the final year of the greatest show on turf, with Kurt Warner winning his second MVP. 1 year after Marshall Falk won his MVP. That team, who knew they didn't know who Tom Brady was that year. It was the beginning of dynasty of the Patriots. And unfortunately, that was actually a really good team. They could have. It's sad that they didn't win that, but like I said, the final year of the greatest show on turf. But I think that was one of the top losing Super Bowl teams. And my last one, I think it's obvious. The greatest team to not win a Super Bowl ever, the 2007 Patriots.
Dang, bro. I didn't expect you to have that one.
Original guy right here, man.
Yeah. Hey, he mixed it up though. That 2001 was actually
Yeah.
super solid. Man. All right. I can't wait to see Jake's graphic. Jake gets a graphic now on our Instagram, guys.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'll put it on my story.
So,
All the
yeah.
hoes will see it.
Hey, dude. All the host CR stuff, man.
They swipe up.
They love it. Yeah. They really do.
So I should expect like hella DMs.
You really should.
All right, I'll be
And
ready.
there'll all be those girls that are like giving you links to click and stuff.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, my phone hasn't buzzed like during this entire thing, so I'm praying for those notifications.
That's good. That's good. So that's going to be it for mainly just our NFL segment and everything like that. We're going to be jumping into around the league NBA. And this was actually a big thing that just happened the other day. Spurs setting the single game attendance record. 68,323 people in attendance in the Alamo Dome, which was their former home before they moved. And they played there to celebrate their 50th year anniversary. So, and then I saw another article that said like the Alamo Dome, and I don't know who was like basically saying it, but pretty much they only wanted to fit 63,000 in there that night. Said they fit 5,000 more people in there. And it was a great game against the Warriors.
It was.
Winning.
That's a great question.
The Warriors. Who won? The Warriors.
They did. It
What day was that? Was it?
was like
That was a week ago ish.
no, it was,
No, it was
No,
like,
it,
2 or 3
was
days
it was
ago.
Friday.
it was Saturday or Friday.
It was Friday. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Warriors like smacked them 144 to 113.
Close game.
The
No, I
Spurs
saw
fans
some of the
made it
seats.
loud.
I saw some of the seats in there though,
Bro, the
man.
view I
Like
saw
some
that
of the
was so
views were just
bad, but
horrible.
It was so far away from the court and stuff.
How do they have it set up whenever they played there originally? Like, was that always a setup
No,
or
it wasn't always like that.
okay? Because like, what? I
Also, they
don't.
didn't
Well,
have that many
changed.
people there when they
Yeah, that's true.
used to play
Huh?
there. They didn't have that many people there when they used to play there too.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
That's why it's a new single game record.
Yeah.
Oh,
But anyways, so Mike, do you have anything about around the league NBA, or you just want to jump into the NBA games of the week?
I was just gonna talk about, since it's basically 1 month away from All-Star break, I'm just gonna go through the standings and see
Yeah.
the top teams right now. We'll start with the Western Conference. At 1 right now, it's the Denver Nuggets.
Mhm.
They're only half a game above the Grizzlies.
They're legit.
Yeah. And
If
then
they
the
are
Pelicans
almost
are at
every
3, 4 games.
Well, Murray's healthy this year. They've had Jokic,
Yeah.
but now Murray healthy.
Yeah,
It's
that
scary.
team is very scary. Just to lose in the playoffs though. Like
They could make a run. Who would beat them in the West?
the
Grizzlies.
Grizzlies could.
Grizzlies won't beat them.
I mean, a healthy Warriors team can.
Grizzlies won't beat them.
They already
healthy-
have this regular season.
Nah, not in 7.
Not
I'd
in,
say a healthy Warriors team can beat them, and a Mavericks can beat them.
no, I know, but I'm saying like not in 7. Like
Don't see. Dude, they only have Jaw and then a whole bunch of like good role players.
and they do like great without Jaw. Like they
so trade them.
No, what? John's like trade him to the Magic, bro.
yeah, bro. Trade them to the Magic, bro.
I can see the a
Me too.
healthy Warriors and a Mavericks team beating
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna have to leave that team.
honestly.
Say what, Mike?
I can see a healthy Warriors team or the Dallas Mavericks beating the Nuggets in the playoffs.
Get Luca help.
Yeah, you get Luca help, bro. He
So
needs,
good.
he is so good, honestly. And he's at 5 right now. He's 7 games behind first, going into the 1 month away from the All-Star break.
Him hot in the playoffs though, you do not want to play that Mavericks team.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't. It's just that's one scary team. And speaking of scary teams right now, the Pelicans, that young team at 3.
Pelicans, I think, could actually make a run. They are very
Good. That is a very good young.
very good, well-rounded team. CJ McCollum, Zion, Brandon Ingram.
Yep. That
Oh.
team is scary. And heading into the Eastern Conference, at 1 right now it's the Celtics. They're 4 games ahead of the Nets.
Good.
At 2 and at 3 is the Bucks. They're 4.5 games away.
Any of
from
those 3 teams could go to the championship. It would probably be one of those 3 though.
Yeah, it depends how I don't really see the Nets going, honestly.
I
Nets,
mean, they could finally maybe build that team chem. They've been having the hype for years.
mhm. It just hasn't been working out though. And KD's been hurt on and off this year. He's
Yeah.
out right now. So
Hawks
if
gonna rise up from the 9 seed. We coming. We
the
coming.
Hawks, yeah, the Hawks are 9 right
We're
now.
gonna make some noise.
You have a lot of time. You have a lot of time.
We do.
And you're 10 and a half games from first. You're right behind all these teams
Yeah,
right above
it's
you.
super like crowded down there.
Yeah. You can't really say much right now. It's so early in the year.
Yeah.
But one team I can't say is not going to do it is the 76ers. They're
Yeah,
not.
they're never gonna do it.
I don't see them.
Trust the process.
That's the process, bro. Ben Simmons is the next LeBron.
That's almost as famous as Jags are gonna jag, bro. It's like
Really?
Jags are gonna jag and then trust the process of two sayings that just didn't work out.
Yeah. Also, on top of that, Michael's laughing, but he picked the Chargers too, so it's fine.
Yeah, very surprised on that. Anyway, and one more team I want to talk about is the Cavs. That's another well-rounded young team.
Yeah, also very good.
Donovan Mitchell
Donovan
was
Mitchell.
such a great trade for them. I mean,
Yeah.
that was expected, honestly.
And then their point guard's really good. I forget his name.
Colin Sexton.
Darius Garland's good.
Colin Sexton's on.
Colin Sexton, he got traded. Sorry.
He's on the Cavs.
Who's their four? Mobley. He's really good.
Yeah, he is good.
Super young guy too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I have for the around the league NBA.
Hawks win the shit next 3 years. It's gonna happen. People won't think that the Luka trade was as bad then.
Oh, I was going to talk about the MVP ladder at the moment. Right now, it's number 1 is Jokic, number 2 is Doncic, number 3 Tatum, 4 Giannis, and 5 Embiid.
I think it's ridiculous that Shea Gilgeous-Alexander isn't on there.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he should be up there. He's having one crazy year.
I would give it to Doncic. Like, I think the voters are gonna get recency bias with, like, Jokic has just won 2. Like, are you really gonna give him 3 in a row?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
he totally deserves it, but Doncic also deserves it in my opinion. Like, these guys, if they were all in separate seasons, would all be MVPs.
Exactly.
I'm just ready for the 2K simulations to come true and see Doncic win.
He's gonna win. Like, he's so good. He was on Dude Perfect the other day too. That's how you know you made it. Dude Perfect.
Dude Perfect getting brought up on the podcast again, bro.
Greatest athlete of all time. Tyler tried against Luka. He would have beat him 11-0. But he didn't want to hurt Luka's feelings.
That's fair. That's fair.
Dude, half my TikToks are greatest athletes of all time. It's Tyler Tody.
Yeah.
Always number one.
On my TikTok all the time.
No, I've just been getting those like Save Chris TikToks. Carl effect. Yeah.
I get that in Family Guy clips.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, who doesn't get Family Guy?
I love.
I watched like a whole
dude.
season of Family Guy.
I saw a clip today. It had 8 separate games playing down below all at the same time. I watched that video 8 different times. It was awesome. It was like I looked at my phone like later. It's like 30 minutes later, and I just watched the same clip over and over, just looking at the separate gameplay.
The games are low key like intriguing though.
What's your favorite game?
Dude, I don't even know the names of it. I just
I like
it.
the one with the knives, and you like go through that.
Oh yeah,
Like, you got like the pencils and stuff, bro.
I like to swipe like the guy walking and he like transforms and stuff. Like you like go and like these things.
I just saw one.
Yeah,
I just saw one last night where it's like a gun and then like shoots
yeah.
bucks.
Yeah. And I like the one where it's like the 2048 stuff where you're a ball and then you like collect like the 4 ball and then the 16.
Oh yeah,
dude, I love that one.
I hate it when they get the math wrong though. I'm like, you should be getting more, but then they like.
Bro, I hate it when the games are just bad.
Yeah.
Like when you are playing poorly, like that just makes me swipe. Like I want to see good gameplay when I'm watching this Family Guy clip.
Dude, same, bro. I mean,
Nah, if you ain't playing well, you ain't getting my like.
Yeah, if you suck at the game, then you're not getting no like.
It's not valid.
I'll just go find the same clip but a different game.
Yeah.
So that's gonna end it for the NBA. You do have the NBA games of the week though.
You have the NBA games of the week so far. I have 3 games. On Tuesday, I think the best game is there's only 4 games, and the best one is 76ers at Clippers. 2 over 500 teams. Two solid teams battling it out. I got the Clippers winning this one, in my opinion, with Kawhi. And then
Why has been
Wednesday,
on a little bit of a run. He just dropped 30 the other night.
Yeah.
yeah,
And he's still dealing with the injury. Like it's still present there. They're just playing him because they need
yeah,
to.
they have to. If they're gonna make any like sort of splash in the standings and playoffs, they need Kawhi. So they're gonna play him whether he's hurt or not. And
Yeah.
then Wednesday, I got Cavs at Grizzlies. Two young teams, two very good teams, both top in their standings. It's gonna be a fun game to watch, I think. Out of all the games,
Yeah. Give me the Cavs.
yeah, give me the Cavs on that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, oh yeah, Nick said that. Wait a minute. Why do you think that? Why do you think?
Why do I think that?
Yeah.
If I say it on here, it'll happen the opposite. So that's why I'm.
This one's gonna be true. This one's gonna be.
This is
It's like
gonna be
me
true.
sports betting. This is the one. This is the one.
This 10 leg parlay will hit.
I don't do sports betting no more. I lost $30 in total and I quit. Dante over here though, our roommate.
Man, one pick away from 600 the other night.
Bro,
pick
Ray
away.
bets after too. So when he loses $30, he loses another 30.
That's the way to do it, bro. You gotta just keep going. You lose, you put in more. That's
You're just gonna. It's one pick, one bet away, and then you win it all.
Or
back.
one, have you seen the diamonds where he's like going? He's one hit away. Full dive.
Anyways, with my last game on Thursday, it's the Paris game, the Bulls versus Pistons, mainly just because it's in Paris and
Oh, they play in Paris.
cool to
Oh,
watch.
that's so hype,
yeah, it'd be cool to watch.
dude. That's so hype. Aren't they playing it in the PSG stadium?
I have no idea where they're playing. I just know it's in Paris.
Oh, that's hype though.
Wait, PSG.
So-
How are they playing PSG Stadium?
So are they playing like under the Eiffel Tower? That'd be cool.
That'll
would
be, dude,
sick.
low
That would be
key.
sick.
Fire.
Yeah, those are my games. Those are my games of the week.
Yeah.
All right, that's gonna wrap it up for our entire NBA segment. We're gonna be doing our last segment here, draft day. This is gonna be exciting. We have the best rap albums of all time. So, Michael, would you please tell us the draft order? And everybody
Draft
remember, it's a
order.
snake draft. So,
Another snake draft. The draft order goes me, Jake, John, and then Nick.
boom.
Let's see. Where do I want to go first with this pick? I'm gonna go Graduation by.
Dang it! All right,
Good pick, bro.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
follow with my beautiful dark twisted fantasy.
That's a great one.
Also
That's what,
Kanye, you know.
Kanye's gonna have a lot of.
I don't like what he's saying right now, but
Yeah,
he's
it's
being
the rap album.
I want it known on the internet that I don't respect what he's saying, but
Dude,
He has
dude,
very
dude,
good
dude,
music.
dude.
That's all-
Hey,
that's all we're
hey,
saying.
hey,
He has
hey,
very good
hey.
music.
The way I think about it, it's not Kanye, it's Ye. So
It's
Kanye
Ye, yeah, yeah.
made
That's a good
music.
point.
Ye is just being.
I like Kanye. I don't like Ye.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fair to
exactly.
All right, it's my pick,
Your
right?
pick, yeah.
Man, I gotta go late registration. Kanye.
Late
Right
registration.
after that, just give me Life of Pablo by Kanye.
All right, that's the first round. It goes with the first pick, Graduation by Kanye. Jake took My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye. John took Late Registration by Kanye. And Nick took Life of Pablo by Kanye. Nick, start off our next round.
All right, so that was for fun. That was us getting the Kanye. I mean, there's still really good Kanye albums.
No,
out there.
dude,
Still a lot.
there's still more. There's
I
gonna
mean,
be more.
there's still a lot, but I'm trying to mix it up here, and I'm gonna go give me Kids by Mac Miller.
That's a great one.
Yeah, valid.
All right, John, you're up.
I gotta go with J. Cole, 2014 Forest Hill Drive. I mean,
2014, what?
Forest Hills
okay.
Drive, yeah. Legendary songs on that.
A J. Cole, right?
J. Cole, yeah.
All right, Jake, you're up.
I think I'm gonna go with More Life, Drake.
More Life?
Yeah,
No, that's
That's good.
has some good songs on there.
valid.
All right. My pick, I'm going to go with. I'm going to go Fetty Wap by Fetty Wap is
Damn it, bro! I had that on there. I was thinking I was gonna steal that with like the last one. Bro.
Yeah, baby.
that was a great pick. I love Fetty. That album was so good.
Dude, he
I'm kind of
carried.
glad you took that early though. That gives
And
me.
then my next pick, I'm going Coloring Book by Chance.
Yeah, you can have that one.
You guys, I will defend that album to the day I die. That is one of the greatest albums I've ever heard. For rap, I mean,
I think that it's a little disrespectful that it fell this far, but I'm gonna go with "To Pimp a Butterfly" by Kendrick.
Yeah, no, that's actually one of his greatest.
Yeah, it's
albums.
like when I looked up best albums of all time,
Yeah.
like that was number one on so many lists.
I know. Yeah, it really is. Though.
Yeah.
oh shoot, I forgot to go over the round two. Let me go over that real quick.
All right.
The first pick was "Kids" by Mac Miller. John had 2014 "Forest Hill" by J. Cole. Jake had "To Pimp a Butterfly" by Kendrick, and I had "Fetty Wap" by Fetty Wap. All right, John, you're up.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, it's still an album, but yeah. No, I'm not gonna say that. Scorpion by Drake.
Scorpion by Drake.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
All right, with my next pick, I gotta take this right now. Give me "Damn" by Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, I mean that's his second best album, and
Oh,
I think it's fair to take that right there.
wow.
All right, so you want to go over that round, and then I'll.
Yeah. Okay, with the first pick, I took Coloring Book by Chance. Jake took "To Pimp a Butterfly." John took "Scorpion" by Drake,
Straight
and
up,
Nick took
bro.
"Damn" by Kendrick.
Dude, that was my next pick, bro. That damn, literally.
All right, so
All
how
right,
many
Nick,
picks
you're
are
up.
left?
You have two more.
Okay, so there's a lot of great Lil Uzi albums out there. There's a lot of great ones, but I'm gonna go with my personal favorite and give me "Eternal Atake." Yeah, it has all my
I
favorite
crashed
songs.
listening to that. Crashed my old when I was 16 years old.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember
Yeah.
telling you that. Damn, great album.
It's a great album. All right, John, you're up.
Well, Nick stole my pick, so I gotta, you know,
Not a good pivoter.
dude, this is tough. There's
How you
so many
gonna
good ones.
how you gonna come back from that?
I,
Can't pivot.
I don't know. All right, is Good Kid already taken by Kendrick Lamar?
I don't think so now.
Is it? All right, yeah, I'll take that.
All right, Jake,
It
you're up.
always starts out so good and then it just goes down.
This round four. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with "Culture 2" by the Migos.
Damn, that damn.
Fantastic songs on that album.
That was a good pick. All right, let's see.
I might want to go with that. So many.
I got mine.
Damn. This is hard. I'm gonna go Astro World by Travis Scott.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, that concludes round 4. I'll go over it real quick. Let me put these down. So the first pick was Eternal Take with Nick. And then John took Good Kid by Kendrick. Jake took Culture 2 by the Migos. And I took Astro World by Travis Scott. And this is be the beginning of the final round. Did anyone take The College Dropout by Kanye?
No.
All right, I'm going to go The College Dropout by Kanye.
I think I'm gonna follow with another Kanye and go "Life of Pablo."
I already picked that.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Dang it! All right, so I'm gonna go Drake. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I think so. Honestly, never mind. Is it already picked?
No.
Okay.
It's just like one of his worst ones.
No, I like
Yeah,
Sticky's good on it.
No, he has 3 good songs on there.
It's also I was currently listening to Sticky, so that's why it's on my phone. Change my pick to Certified Lover Boy.
No, you can't change it.
Are we changing it?
Yes.
Honestly, never mind, change it.
Honestly, never mind. I think
Certified
it's
Lover
a
Boy
good
by
album.
Drake.
It's has 3 good songs. The rest are like dance songs. Like it's a dance album.
I like getting groovy.
All right, John, you're up.
give me Dr. Dre by Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre by Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
I had that like written down the other day.
John,
All right, Nick,
what's
last pick.
What?
what's one song from that album?
Song, dude, it's like on the tip of my head.
No, it's fine. It's my pick.
Still DRA, right? Or is that in Snoop Dogg's album?
Still what? DRA?
Still Dre.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So my last pick, give me Die Lit by Playboy Cardi.
Wait, what do you want? Sorry.
Die Lit by Playboy
Die
Cardi.
lit by Die lit by Playboy Cardi. All right, that Playboy Cardi. Okay, that concludes the final rounds. I had College Dropout by Kanye. Jake had Certified Lover Boy by Drake. John had Dr. Dre by Dr. Dre, and Nick had Die Lit by Playboy Cardi.
I'm surprised
So-
John didn't pick Donda.
I'm so
Donda.
surprised. He's been
Dude,
he's been
I don't
hyping
I
that
don't
up.
I don't like Donda, bro. I like one or two
Donda.
songs, but it's just not
Donda.
good enough to be on the list.
All right, we're gonna go
So,
through each of our teams real quick. We'll start with me. At the first pick, I had Graduation by Kanye West. Second pick, Fetty Wap by Fetty Wap. Third, Coloring Book by Chance the Rapper. Fourth, Astro World by Travis Scott. And 5, College Dropout by Kanye West. Jake had My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye. He had More Life by Drake. To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick. Culture 2 by Migos. And Certified Lover Boy by Drake. And then John, he had Late Registration by Kanye. 2014 Force by J. Cole. Scorpion by Drake. Good Kid by Kendrick. And Dr. Dre by Dr. Dre. And Nick had Life of Pablo by Kanye. Kids by Mac Miller. Damn by Kendrick Lamar. Eternal Take by Lil Uzi. And Die Lit by Playboy Cardi. That is the 4 draft team.
We just 4 white guys picking the best rap albums of all.
None of them are white rappers. No, we picked an Eminem album.
I picked a white rapper,
What'd you pick?
Mac Miller.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
surprised no one said Juice World.
I had Juice WRLD albums. on
I'm
my
pretty
list just
I'm
in
surprised
case.
no one picked that.
Me
But there's
too.
better albums.
I'm
No,
just
for
not
sure.
stressed right now. Give me in a few months. Like,
Give me
I'll
by
do-
Valentine's Day.
Give me Valentine. If I was on this, get me on here February 14th and do this
Okay.
again. We'll
We can talk about our draft of the hardest heartbreaks ever.
artist heartbreaks.
Kim and Kanye goes 1.
Kanye, the first 4 picks of the draft. Kanye West.
Just in general.
I'm glad that we established at the beginning that it's Kanye, not Ye.
Not Ye.
Not
No, we
yet.
don't like yay. Don't like
We
yay.
don't like Ye. We like Kanye out here.
So that's gonna wrap it up for episode of 11 of Against the Call, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. This was a really fun one. I'm glad that Jake finally got to come on. He's been a guest, so we've had kind of lined up for a little bit now. But we should have a lot of guests lined up for the next few episodes. So be prepared for that. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for listening.